saying goodbye to Bunaken Island, we headed to our final destination, Bangka Island, just off the northern tip of Sulawesi. We first took the public ferry back to the mainland. From there, we traveled to the boat pier on Sulawesi's north coast, where our boat to Bangka was waiting. About 30 minutes later, Bangka Island came into view. Compared to Bunaken, Bangka has a completely different atmosphere. It's peaceful, wild, and surrounded by untouched nature. Our home for the next 2 days was Nomad Divers Bangka, set in beautiful tropical surroundings. The owner told us that all kinds of wildlife come through here, and if we are lucky, we might even get to see a tarsha. Unfortunately, we never got to see one, but we did meet another local resident. A snake had made itself comfortable on the wooden beam right above the drink station in the dining area. The island doggies wander freely between the beach and the forest, enjoying island life at their own pace. After lunch, it was time for our first boat dive. One thing you would notice around Bangka is the many jutting rocks rising straight out of the sea. Unlike Bunaken, which was pushed up from the seafloor just a few million years ago, Bangka is built on ancient granite and metamorphic rocks that date back more than 200 million years to the Triassic Period, when the first dinosaurs and the earliest mammals appeared on Earth. Over millions of years, weathering and erosion left behind the hard crystalline cores that still rise from the sea today. Those ancient rocks aren't just part of the scenery. Many of Bangka's dive sites are named after them. Our first dive site was Batu Tiga, or 3 locks. Let's find out what kind of underwater world has grown around these ancient rocks. So, dive with me. Bangka's rugged rock formations create a very different underwater environment. As waves and ocean currents flow around these jutting rocks and underwater pinnacles, they are constantly redirected, creating the powerful surge. The surge could be challenging at times, but those same conditions help create a thriving underwater ecosystem. The next morning, the sun rose over the mangroves, marking our final day on Bangka Island. It was hard to believe our time here was already coming to an end. We had an amazing time together, sharing meals and heading out to sea. In just 2 days, it already felt like we were part of the same crew. After having breakfast together, we headed out for our morning dive. First, the scuba divers rose into the water with back rows. Then, it was our turn to jump in. And this is Batu Sahaung, one of Bangka's most iconic dive sites with heaps of fish and soft corals. On the way to our next dive site, we were joined by a playful pod of dolphins. Our next stop was Tanjung Husih I. To explore this site, we had to swim around a rocky headland where the current was surprisingly strong. But the effort was worth it. Along the way, we found a large mud puffer hiding among the soft corals. Just look at those incredible markings. It looks like it's wearing tribal body paint. We also came across a curled-up purple anemone packed with clownfish. After lunch, we headed to another site called Batu Bulah. A lone pinnacle rose from the sandy seabed, where we spotted a beautiful lionfish. In the shallows, the logs were covered with colorful marine life. A little farther on, the scenery changed once again. A stretch of pure white sand came into view, with beautiful ripples sculpted across the seabed. On the way back, we are dropped off at the house reef of Nomad Divers Bangka for one final swim. After spending the past 2 days exploring Bangka by boat, I didn't expect the house reef to be the highlight of my final swim. But beneath the surface was an incredible underwater world full of life and in perfect condition. With the warm late afternoon light filtering through the water, I kept swimming until the very last moment, not wanting this incredible journey to end. From Bunaken's dramatic walls to stormy days in Siladen and the wide waters of Bangka, every island showed me a different side of North Sulawesi. Which island would you want to explore the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining me underwater. See you in the next dive.